Aging is inevitable, but the behaviors and habits we develop along the way are not. As people grow older, they may unknowingly adopt actions that can be off-putting to others. These are not the typical aging traits like wrinkles or gray hair. They are habits and choices that stem from lifestyle, attitudes, or a lack of self-awareness. These issues are rarely discussed openly because others might feel it is inappropriate or uncomfortable to point them out. However, they do notice, and these silent judgments can lead to a loss of connection or respect over time. One thing that stands out immediately is a tendency to become overly critical of younger generations. It might come from a place of nostalgia, where people believe their own era was superior. Statements like, "Back in my day, things were better," can create a divide between generations. Studies show that intergenerational criticism can strain relationships and foster resentment. This habit can make younger people feel undervalued and judged, ultimately pushing them away. Another behavior is neglecting personal hygiene. This might be due to physical limitations or simply thinking it no longer matters. Yet research indicates that people subconsciously associate cleanliness with competence and approachability. Unkempt hair, body odor, or wearing clothes with visible stains can make others uncomfortable, even if they don't vocalize it. This is not just about appearances. It's about maintaining dignity and respect in how one presents oneself to the world. Additionally, many older individuals develop a habit of oversharing personal or medical details. While it is natural to want to talk about health concerns, constantly discussing ailments or medical procedures can make conversations feel heavy and uncomfortable. Social interactions thrive on balance and mutual interest. When one person monopolizes the discussion with detailed accounts of their latest doctor visit or medications, it can alienate others. This behavior often arises from a need for empathy or connection, but the unintended effect is the opposite. A fourth issue is hoarding or refusing to let go of clutter. This is often tied to sentimental attachment or a fear of wasting resources. Studies on clutter and mental health show that excessive accumulation of items can create an impression of disorganization and reluctance to adapt to changing times. Cluttered spaces can also make visitors feel uneasy or overwhelmed. Despite this, many older individuals hold on to possessions that no longer serve a purpose, unaware of how it affects their environment and relationships. Another habit is interrupting conversations. This might come from a desire to share wisdom or from not realizing they are doing it. However, frequent interruptions can make others feel unheard or undervalued. Communication experts have found that active listening, letting someone finish their thought before responding, is key to building strong connections. Even with good intentions, can be perceived as dismissive or controlling. The sixth behavior involves becoming overly frugal to the point of inconvenience. Being mindful of finances is important, but extreme penny pinching can come across as stingy or unreasonable. For instance, refusing to tip appropriately at a restaurant or complaining excessively about prices in public can make others feel uncomfortable. It's worth noting that generosity is often associated with warmth and kindness, whereas excessive frugality can send a message of rigidity or self-centeredness. Another noticeable trait is repeating the same stories or anecdotes. While it is natural to reminisce, telling the same tales multiple times without recognizing it can bore or frustrate listeners. This often happens because memory patterns in aging lead people to recall certain events more vividly, but for those who hear these stories repeatedly, it may feel like the conversation lacks depth or novelty. This can discourage them from engaging further. A lack of adaptability to technology is another behavior that stands out. While it's understandable that not everyone is tech-savvy, outright dismissing or mocking new advancements can make older individuals seem out of touch. This is especially true in a world where technology plays a central role in communication and daily life. According to recent studies, older adults who make an effort to learn and use technology are perceived as more relatable and approachable by younger generation. The eighth habit involves becoming overly defensive. This might happen when others offer feedback or suggestions. It's common to feel protective of one's choices or habits, but reacting defensively can create tension and discourage constructive dialogue. This behavior is often rooted in a fear of losing control or independence, but the outward effect can be isolation or strained relationships. Another issue is developing a tendency to gossip or speak negatively about others. Whether it's criticizing neighbors, family members, or even celebrities, constant negativity can wear down social connections. Research has shown that people are naturally drawn to those who exude positivity and kindness. Focusing on the faults or shortcomings of others, even casually, can make conversations feel toxic or draining. The 10th behavior involves being dismissive of new ideas or trends. This often manifests as statements like, "That's just a fad," or "In my time, we did it differently." While experience and wisdom are valuable, shutting down new perspectives can create a barrier between generations. Younger people often look for validation and encouragement. Dismissing their ideas outright can make them feel disconnected or undervalued. Another common issue is showing a lack of gratitude or acknowledgement. This can occur during everyday interactions when individuals overlook the importance of thanking someone for even the smallest gestures, or unintentionally take acts of kindness for granted. For instance, failing to acknowledge when someone holds the door open, offers assistance, or makes an effort to brighten your day can leave a lasting impression of indifference. Research has consistently shown that expressions of gratitude play a crucial role in strengthening relationships by fostering mutual respect and deepening emotional bonds. Taking a moment to sincerely thank someone not only makes the recipient feel valued, but also reinforces positive behaviors and encourages a culture of kindness. Neglecting to show appreciation, on the other hand, can send the unintended message that others' efforts are not important or worthwhile. This can create feelings of resentment or discouragement, especially in close relationships where mutual recognition is expected. Over time, the absence of gratitude can erode trust and goodwill, making it more challenging to maintain healthy and supportive connections. For example, repeatedly failing to thank a partner for their contributions to household tasks or disregarding a friend's emotional support during difficult times can lead to misunderstandings and emotional distance. In other words, demonstrating gratitude does not require grand gestures. A simple thank you or a genuine expression of appreciation can go a long way in making others feel seen and valued. Taking the time to acknowledge someone's effort shows attentiveness and respect, strengthening the foundation of any relationship. By prioritizing gratitude in daily life, individuals can foster more meaningful interactions and build a reputation for thoughtfulness and kindness. This simple yet impactful habit can transform relationships and create a positive ripple effect within social circles and communities. Finally, the 12th habit is failing to take care of one's physical health. This encompasses neglecting exercise, consuming an unbalanced or unhealthy diet, and disregarding regular medical appointments or checkups. While it is true that aging often brings about physical challenges such as reduced mobility or chronic conditions, making a conscious effort to stay active and prioritize health can significantly enhance both quality of life and the way others perceive you. Regular physical activity, even as simple as daily walking or light stretching, has been shown to improve cardiovascular health, strengthen muscles, and boost mood through the release of endorphins. Balanced nutrition is equally essential, as it helps maintain energy levels, supports immune function, and prevents diet conditions such as diabetes or high cholesterol. Skipping medical appointments can result in overlooked health issues that may worsen over time, impacting independence and overall well-being. Studies have consistently demonstrated that individuals who take proactive steps to care for their health, even in later years, are often viewed as admirable and inspirational. For example, older adults who participate in community fitness classes or adopt healthy eating practices serve as role models for younger generations, proving that age is not a barrier to living well. Conversely, neglecting physical health can lead to visible consequences, such as weight gain, decreased energy levels, or the exacerbation of preventable illnesses. These outcomes not only take a toll on the individual, but also evoke concern among family members and friends who may feel powerless to help. Over time, this can strain relationships and create feelings of frustration or helplessness among loved ones. Beyond physical health, self-care also reflects a sense of self-respect and dignity. Efforts to maintain hygiene, groom appropriately, and engage in wellness practices send a message to others that you value yourself in your interactions with them. Neglecting these aspects, however, can lead to perceptions of apathy or a lack of self-worth. Taking care of one's health is not merely about prolonging life. It is about enhancing the quality of those years, enabling individuals to stay connected, active, and engaged with the world around them. By prioritizing physical well-being, older adults can foster stronger, more positive relationships and enjoy a more fulfilling and respected role in their communities. These behaviors, though common, are not irreversible. Self-awareness is the first step to change. By addressing these habits, older individuals can foster stronger relationships and create a more positive impression on those around them. The key is to approach aging with grace and adaptability, recognizing that personal growth doesn't stop with age. Instead of clinging to outdated patterns or attitudes, embracing change and staying open to feedback can make all the difference. This not only improves how others perceive you, but also enhances your own quality of life. Aging is not just about adding years to your life, but about adding life to your years.